Hey, welcome to another video on homeowner repair. And in this video we're in the White Mountains, New Hampshire, and I'm going to show you how to make some of Tony's famous French pancakes.
Alright, so what you're going to need is you're going to need 3 cups of flour, you're going to need 3 cups of milk, and about 4 or 5 eggs. And we're going to put that all into a bowl and mix it together. Now what you need the vegetable oil for is you want to pour it into a cast iron pan and set it outside on your grill, and you're going to fill it up to maybe almost halfway. So what we're going to do is we're going to pour some oil in here, let it warm up, and you're going to set the grill on probably medium. You want to heat the oil up just enough so that if you drop a little bit of batter in, it sizzles and it floats to the top, kind of like fried dough. You don't want it so hot that it starts to smoke and bubble or catch on fire or anything like that.
Alright, so let's add in the vegetable oil. You're going to want a big bottle of this because it kind of takes a little bit. Just going to want to fill it up about that much. Alright, so you're going to add in your 4 eggs. There, we already have one in there. Only because they broke one on the way to get out of the carton. These are fresh from Tony's farm, watch my chicken videos. Put these in. And you can even add like another egg if you want to. I always recommend like 4 to 6 eggs when you're doing this. Right, so those are all in there. Then let's go to the next step. So before you add the flour, you want to whisk the eggs. And I don't know about you, but from where I'm called, this is a whisker. So that's what we call it up here in New Hampshire. So, right, so let's add in the 3 cups of flour. And let's empty it out. Try not to make too much of a mess. There's one. You can even add like 2, whisk it, and then add the other cup in, and then we're gonna add some milk. Just gonna add 2, and then mix it. Add another one. It's 3. Now let's add in 3 cups of milk, and it'll be easier to mix it all together. You gotta bear with me a little bit. These videos, in this video, I haven't made these in a really long time, so maybe a little bit of trial and error, but these are a really good fun thing to do if you're camping. It's a little bit different than your regular pancake. So there's 3. Now this is one of those recipes you might have to adjust for. Like right now it's a little... So I'm going to add a little more flour in to thicken it up a little bit. You want it to be like pancake batter. So add a little more in to thicken it up a little more. I don't want it too watery. Okay, so I've gotten this to the point where it's pretty much like a cake batter, and that's kind of how you're going to want it, so you can pour it into the frying pan. So the point you want to get this to is where you drop some batter in, and it sizzles and floats to the top. So it should probably hit the bottom, and then it's going to come up and it's going to float on the top. So when you pour these, you're going to start in the middle. I like to use a ladle. You're going to kind of go a circle like this. You want to go quick. And it's going to sizzle and it's going to rise to the top for you. And you'll watch it come up. Right, so I'm doing this with a fairly new grill, and I had to get my grill up to almost 450, almost 500 degrees for this to work right. And I turned all my burners up to high. And the point you want to get these to is so that it starts to turn brown. And once you see it turning brown around the edges, you can then flip it. And do the other side. And this is what I like to use. Like to use a set of tongs to flip it. It works best. So let it fry for a couple more minutes. And then you can pull it out and put it on a plate. Right, so I'm gonna open my grill back up and it should be all set. So it's golden brown on both sides, and that's how it should look. Try to chip the grease off it, put it in a plate, and just make sure when you're done all of this, let the pan cool down. Don't touch it, especially if it's a cast iron pan. It takes a while for it to cool down. And it's better to do this stuff outside because it's a lot of oil you're dealing with and a lot of high temperatures and stuff. So how do you like them?
That's a good pancake.